As Kevin mentioned earlier, there are significant power outages that follow the path that the storm took. Joining us tonight is Brian Wheeler from Consumers Energy. Brian, quite the evening. We were just talking during the break about how busy it has been for you guys. You guys have a lot of crews out there working hard throughout the night to restore power. First off, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely, yeah. And as we know, it really was a sudden and a very fierce storm. We do have over 1,000 line workers, electric line workers, who are at the ready. And so our work begins overnight tonight to start getting that power back on as we deal with assessing the situation and, of course, restoring power.
Got it. Initial reports from people out in the field are what are we seeing? Are these down trees that pulled down power lines? Do we know anything about the causes of these power outages?
Yeah, I think it's safe to say we spend a lot of time clearing trees away from power lines when the weather is good. With a storm this severe, you have limbs, branches, entire trees that are being blown, in some cases clear across the street, across neighborhoods. So that's that sort of damage that we're seeing. It could be severe in terms of the cleanup process. That could slow or affect things. So we're going to be mindful of that. But for us, it is a 24/7 and all hands on deck effort. And so our goal is, as we enter the weekend, get power back on as quickly as we can for everybody.
Got it. We're looking at a map here of the power outages, and you can kind of see the path that it took. Are there pockets of places that most of your crews are at and where some of this damage is?
Yeah, right now I think the crews are still staging, still looking, assessing where the damage is, where to get to work. But we know the Grand Rapids area, Kent County, of all those outages we're seeing, about 60,000 are in Kent County alone. So that's really going to concentrate the work. It really was a path Grand Rapids to Lansing and still continuing. So those are the areas we focus. Our work is always to get the most priority customers back on: hospitals, nursing homes, police and fire stations, and then get the most customers back as quickly as we can.
Got it. And take us through what people at home are going to be seeing when they pull up their map and they pinpoint their specific area and they see that they have a restoration date of tomorrow or in 6 hours. What's happening there, and what should those people know about when their power might actually be turned back on?
Yeah, by all means, if you have our access to our outage map on a home computer, or probably more likely on your phone if you've lost power, check back again in the morning, check back through the day tomorrow. We're right now assessing, we're right now getting a real handle on where the damage is, how severe it is, and how quickly we can make that restoration work. You may see some time shift around a little bit, but usually within the first 24 hours, we get a real good sense of what we can do and how quickly we can do it. We want to make promises that we can deliver on to people. So count on us to do that. And if you use the map as a resource, you'll get that idea. If you've lost power, please contact our 800 number, 800-477-5050. If you see down wires or lines, call 911 as well.
Sure. And as far as down power lines are concerned, I was encouraged because right down the street from us here at our studios, trees are blocking the one way in and out through this area. And there are people who live here. They were trying to start cutting through the trees themselves. But I heard a lot of people saying, hey, watch out for power lines. Thankfully, there weren't any through that area. But that is something for people out there to consider. Don't approach them, but call 911.
Yeah. Exactly. We always say stay 25 feet away from a downed power line, whether you know it's energized or not. Keep that safe distance. It's a priority to be quick, to be efficient. We know it's a hardship to lose power, but safety always comes first, both for our crews and just as important for the people we serve. So please be patient as you can. It's going to be difficult to get that power back on in some cases, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it safely and quickly.
Yeah, and where your crews have a busy night ahead of them, we appreciate all of their hard work. Brian, we thank you for joining us tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you.